Hello, and welcome to the HelpMeSellMyCar.com guide on what documentation you need to sell your car. In this video guide, we will cover the following. We begin by outlining some of the documentation you will need when selling your car. Then, we will note some additional documents that are nice to have, but not necessarily required. Of course, please keep in mind that the information in this video is for general information purposes only, as detailed in the disclaimer at the end of this video. As every state is slightly different, you should consult your local DMV for your state's requirements. You may also wish to contact your lawyer to draft any legally binding documents to ensure that you are in the clear once you have completed the sale. One of the most important documents you will need is the title to your vehicle. Legal possession of a title determines ownership of a vehicle, so it is imperative that you provide the title to the buyer at the time of the sale. If you own your vehicle, you should already be in possession of its title. There should be an area specifically set aside for transferring ownership. Likely, you and the new owner will need to sign and date it. If your title has any additional instructions, follow them to the letter. For instance, you may need to include the vehicle's mileage at the time of sale. However, if you owe money on the vehicle, the title will be held by your lender. In this case, you will need to contact them to work out the necessary process to pay off the rest of the loan so the new owner can acquire possession of the title. Depending on the requirements in the state where you live and where your car's new owner is located, you may need to file a title transfer application with your DMV. This document confirms with the state that you are no longer in possession of the vehicle. In some cases, the buyer will need to fill out a form to apply for the title. This is just one of many reasons why you must make sure you know what your state's requirements are before you attempt to finalize anything with a buyer. While having one is not typically required by the state, you should have an as-is liability release form. This document will be signed by you and the buyer at the time of sale. Once the buyer signs it, they accept full responsibility for the vehicle and agree that you are not to be held liable for its condition. You can easily find generic liability release forms on the internet, but you may wish to have your lawyer draft one for you if you wish to ensure you are absolutely protected in the eyes of the law. There is a federal law that stipulates anyone selling a vehicle that is less than 10 years old and weighs fewer than 12,000 pounds must disclose the odometer reading at the time of sale. Each state handles this law differently, so you'll need to ask your DMV what you need to do to satisfy the law. In some states, you'll need a separate form that includes your vehicle's information, both yours and the buyer's signatures, the odometer reading, and a notary seal, whereas other states simply require that the odometer reading is included on the title. While it is not required in every single state, you should still have a bill of sale prepared. In its simplest form, a bill of sale simply states the transfer of ownership and includes the vehicle information, yours and the buyer's signatures, and the price paid. However, you can include additional wording and combine the as-is liability release in the bill of sale if you wish. As such, it acts as a proof of sale and can help you prove the vehicle is no longer yours if something happens after the sale. Please be aware that some states require that the bill of sale be notarized, so be sure and check the requirements before proceeding with the sale. Also, as with the as-is liability release forms, you can find generic bill of sale documents online. The first of the optional but nice to have documents is a vehicle history report. Depending on the year of your vehicle and the manner in which it was maintained, this report proves whether or not your car was well taken care of, how many owners it has had, and how many accidents it has been in. This information can set buyers at ease or at least give them a fair and honest perspective on your car's history before they purchase it. It's better to be honest and open, so this document can be a huge benefit for both you and potential buyers. Some listing websites include a free Carfax or AutoCheck report when you list, so you might not actually need to do anything extra. However, you can always have one pulled for you by one of these or other providers for a fee. In addition to the vehicle history report, you should also consider providing any documents and receipts pertaining to your car's maintenance history. Documents detailing oil changes, tire replacements, warranty repairs, bodywork, or even modifications made should be included. In doing so, you are simply proving how well your vehicle is maintained during your ownership and further informs the buyer. Depending on the age, quality of maintenance history, and type of car, these receipts may allow you to charge more than the average price, so it may literally pay to have these documents on hand. If your vehicle is under warranty, either from the manufacturer or a third party, you should include any necessary documents in the sale. Some manufacturers' warranties will automatically transfer to a new owner, but most third-party warranties require that you submit a form. In either case, you should contact your warranty provider to determine what, if anything, you need to do to transfer the warranty to the new buyer. At the very least, you should include any receipts and documentation of a warranty along with the vehicle at the time of sale. While it is not necessary in the slightest to include your car's window sticker, the buyer may appreciate that you do so. Not only does it show that you are interested in presenting the vehicle as completely as possible, it helps the buyer determine what features and options were included on your car from the factory. If you don't have possession of the original window sticker, you can typically acquire one from a manufacturer's dealer. Some places will provide a window sticker for free, but most will cost a nominal fee. As such, you will have to determine if the additional cost is worth it. In the unlikely event you have a brochure that goes with your car, you should also consider including it just to create a feeling of completeness. Finally, if you are selling an especially rare or high-end vehicle, you may wish to acquire a certificate of authenticity from the manufacturer. Only a handful of manufacturers like Porsche and Ferrari even offer this service. In most cases, you should only be concerned about a vehicle's authenticity if there is a possibility it isn't original or has been modified outside of the manufacturer's original specifications. However, if it is relevant to you, including this documentation proves your car's provenance and gives buyers the certainty that what you are claiming to sell is, in fact, the actual car being sold. If you wish to pursue certification, you will need to inquire at your local dealer. Thank you for watching our video. Here's a quick recap of what we have discussed. Because every state's requirements are different, you should visit your local DMV for an exact list of the documents and procedures you will need to sell your car. In order to make your life easier, you should have any and all documents prepared before you list your vehicle. That way, you can inform a prospective buyer about anything they will need to do in order to take ownership of your vehicle. Finally, consider contacting your lawyer to draft or finalize any documents you need the buyer to sign to make sure you are legally protected if the buyer attempts any foul play after the sale. Thanks again for watching this video and for visiting helpmesellmycar.com. Please check out the rest of the site and our other videos for more tips, tricks, and recommendations on how to get your car sold. We wish you luck!